It's been a day, stressing out like crazy. Just wanna be lazy with my girls.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. So you guys may know by now that I love glowy skin. I love anything illuminating, just really fresh looking. So I thought I would show you guys my glowy summer makeup routine. I asked you guys on my community tab for some video suggestions because I've been kind of going through a phase, which is definitely a phase because I go through these sometimes where I'm a little bit like, what do I film? And I just wanted to shout out Styled by MICKI because she actually suggested this video. She actually recently just started her own YouTube channel. So I'm gonna leave her channel in the description below. So you guys should totally go check her out. So let's go ahead and start putting some makeup on. So because we're trying to look glowy, this is gonna be pretty skin based, which I have been loving skin makeup lately. It's really weird because when I first started out in makeup, I really didn't even wear foundation. I was like a total eyeshadow person, which I still am, but I've been really loving face makeup because it just, I don't know, there's something so refreshing about a really beautiful foundation routine. I don't know why I'm holding my face like this. For those of you who don't know, I have dry skin. So I'm going to start prepping the areas on my face that are dry because we need it to be nice and moisturized to look fresh so we can get that glowy look. I've been using this a lot lately because I feel like it's a really good like addition to my priming routine to really get it hydrated. This is the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm, and I just like to take this and put it in my T-zone and like especially on my nose because your girl's nose is super crusty. Sometimes on my chin, I just kind of like to do these areas. I don't put it on my whole face because I am still gonna use a primer, but just in the areas that I feel like I need like extra hydration. You can do the same thing if you have really oily skin, but use like a mattifying primer or a mattifying kind of situation in those areas. Like kind of just like target the areas on your face that you have issues with. I guess not really an issue, it's just your skin. You guys know what I mean. I'm not gonna try to over explain myself. Then I'm gonna prime the rest of my face with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I've been having a little bit of trouble with shopping lately, you guys. I bought quite a bit of stuff. One, because of the Sephora freaking sale. Why do they do this to me? I like really don't need anything, but I always am like, but it's 15% that I get. What if I can't get it on sale? Like again, I feel like if it wasn't on sale, I may not buy it, but I still want it, but it's not enough to make me buy it. I don't know, not really making any sense here. What the heck? Basically, I fall for the sale traps. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I'm a terrible shopper. Like you're really not supposed to go shopping if just because something is on sale, and I just can't help myself. Hopefully one day I'll get a hold of it, and cause like that's not something I want to spread on my channel. Like I don't want to make you guys feel like you need to buy stuff. Like that's really not my goal here. My goal here is like just to like literally sit here and do my makeup and talk to you guys and tell you about the makeup that I love. Just because I like something doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy it, but if you want to, that's okay too. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like I don't really mention that much on my channel. Like please don't buy stuff unless you feel comfortable buying something and you really want it. Like I'm not here to pressure no one. That whole thing came from the fact that I used the Tatcha primer because I just ordered the liquid one. It is so expensive and I don't know why I bought it. I think I bought it because of people talking about it so much, and I totally don't practice what I preach. I know I say like don't buy stuff because I'm saying that I like it and stuff, but I'm a total sucker for that stuff. So clearly I need to think about what I'm saying before I say it to you guys, I guess, because I don't want people to fall into that trap just because I'm talking about something and it is a trap. Makeup is a trap. So for foundation, when I'm going for that like glowy, summery look, I definitely want it to look more natural and not full coverage, more like usually like a medium coverage. And I really love the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar foundation. This stuff is so good. I love how natural it is, and it's like super long lasting. I've been dying to use this like more and more lately. I've been trying so hard to use up my Project Pan products that like I feel like I haven't been using my regular makeup as much, so I'm so excited to use this because I love it so much. It's just so light and fresh Fresh. I don't know why I use that word all the time. And for these kinds of looks, I love to use a makeup sponge. This is from Shop Miss A. It's only like $1.55. And you guys, I am so obsessed with these sponges. I bought like a 6-pack of them and I have really been loving them. I don't think I will ever go back to buying sponges that are like more than $10. It's just like not worth it. Like especially Beauty Blender, I feel like they are like really like so overpriced and ridiculous. You can find these sponges for so inexpensive and they're so good. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Superstar Youth Glow in the shade Fair. It is so expensive, so please don't feel like you need to go out and buy this, but I do want to use this to get a little bit of extra glow because this is a glowy makeup look. Actually, I'm not gonna put it all over the face. I'm just gonna put it in the areas that are like the high points of my face, like my cheek area, here on my forehead, nose, chin here. So I'm more like targeting areas on my face rather than putting on my entire face. I really like this technique because these are the places that you want to be highlighted anyways, so it's kind of like smart to just put it in the places that you want to be highlighted and glowy. Already adds like that glowiness. Ooh. So if you guys can't tell by now, I've been really targeting specific parts of my face to do the things that I want. So like to get the results that I want, like how I did the hydrating primer in my T-zone and just highlighting the places on my face that naturally are highlighted. I'm just gonna take the leftover on my eyelids. Actually, I am gonna add some of this right here as well. That was a lot. Oh my gosh. Just to kind of give my brows a little highlight under there. For my skin type, the key for glowiness is like definitely hydrating products. If you have oily skin, I know it can be kind of scary, but that's why I like using like mattifying primers and things under your actual foundation are really gonna help your oiliness. So just because you have oily skin doesn't mean you can't use hydrating products. You just have to prep your skin a little bit differently. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's the hydrating one. Been really loving this concealer so much lately. For me, it's like the perfect amount of coverage. It's like medium to full coverage, but it's not like cakey in any way. It's just like so comfortable under the eyes too. It doesn't feel like dry. Now another product I've been really loving, oh my god, my nose itches, is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. I've mentioned this a couple times, but this stuff is just so nice. I just really love how it's not mattifying in any way. It really just sets on your makeup, and it's not like, it's called the Halo Glow, but it doesn't have any shimmers or anything. It just doesn't mattify. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really nice powder. So I've been loving using this to set my under eyes and anywhere else on my face that I want to set. I usually set my under eyes the heaviest, and then I will take like a brush and kind of just lightly set the rest of my face. The foundation I use is really long wearing and you don't really need to set it, but I'm a face toucher, so I know that like it's best if I just set my makeup. Not anything crazy though. See, I like barely have anything in there, and I just kind of just do it like a little bit. That's good. This part is key for me to personally get a glowy look. After doing your base, use a spray that has some kind of glowy element to it. Like the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist is really good for this. And it smells incredible. And this makes your makeup so glowy, and the experience of using it is incredible too because it just smells so good. It's really making me want some freaking watermelon right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the summer, but I'm also salty about the summer. I mean, we're all salty about the summer, let's be honest. Every year I'm obsessed with different fruit. So like 2 years ago, it was the summer of pineapple. Last year it was watermelon. I don't know what this year's gonna be, but I definitely would love some watermelon right now. So for bronzer, I am 100% on the cream trend train. everybody's into cream products right now, and I'm right there along with everyone else, which is why it was important to use the spray. I love this one specifically because it's a hydrating, glowing radiance kind of mist, and it doesn't dry your skin out at all, so you still can go in with cream products on top of your foundation, even though I just lightly used some powder. Now this stuff right here is amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, like this stuff is so good. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer, the lighter one. I think they have 2 shades. This is the mini. I live for minis. Like for me, if a new product comes out and it's available in a mini, I will buy the mini right away because makeup is freaking expensive, and if I'm gonna buy a product, I want to make sure I love it before I buy the full size. And typically most of the times what happens is I'll go through a mini and something else new will be out, so I will try that other new thing. So it's like very rare that I'll actually end up buying the larger size of something unless I'm like totally obsessed with it. I highly suggest if you have a product that you want but you're not quite sure about it and it's sold in a mini, get the mini, because you can always buy the full size later on if you really love it. And it will also give you a gauge of how long the product lasts. So like this cream bronzer, I can already tell it's gonna last like forever. I usually just take my brush and I rub it on the actual stick and then I go onto the face, but this thing has barely moved at all, and I've used it quite a few times. Like look how much is in here. That's actually kind of a lot of product, and it's so much cheaper to just buy the little one. I love minis so much. I should do like a full face of mini makeup. And then I just like to take this into my normal bronzing areas. I just kind of like go in and place the product first, and then I'll go back and I'll blend it out. I really love how this blends out because it really becomes super seamless with the skin, and the color on it is really nice. It's not too warm at all, which is like what I like in a bronzer. And then I like to go on my nose just like a little bit here like this, nothing too serious. Just try to like balance out the center of my face. Sometimes I'll go down here too, like kind of like behind my ear, kind of give a little bit more of that definition in the jawline, just like a tiny bit. It's hard because like I'm very fair, so like this part can get overdone really fast if I'm not careful. Also, I forgot to mention the brush that I'm using is a crown brush. I think I got this in, again, like a BoxyCharm or something. I wouldn't say it's like the best stippling brush, but a brush like this that's like stippling kind of shaped, I think works the best when applying cream products like this. You could definitely use your fingers, but like for me, I just hate getting my fingers dirty, and so I prefer a brush, or you could use a sponge. Now for blush, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Apricot in the middle. They're not matte, but they're not shimmery, they're like in the middle. Okay, time for highlight. I'm actually gonna use my Colourpop Supershock highlighter in Smokin at Whistles. I have this in my project pan, but I've actually been obsessed with using it. It's like a really nice highlight that's not shimmery. Just really gives a super nice highlight. Can you tell? Can you see it? Oh my gosh, it like shows up so fast. And again, I'm just putting that in the high points on my face. It's the same places that I used the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. That's the face makeup done. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows now. Normally I do this off camera, but I'm gonna do it on camera because I've come to realize some people might want to see brows on camera sometimes. So first I like to go in with a brow pencil, and then I like to use the Benefit Give Me Brow. Oh my gosh, I really like this. It makes the hairs in my brows like kind of stick out and look a little bit more individual. I haven't played around with too many actual brow gels, but I really am liking this one a lot. But first I'm gonna go in with the brow pencil. This is a Beige HD brow pencil. There are so many great, inexpensive, affordable brow pencils out there. Honestly, I say Beverly Hills Brow Wiz always has my heart forever and ever, and I like to use that on special occasions because it's like the most long lasting. But for daily uses, I just use brow pencils that are really inexpensive because these work perfectly fine. I like to start on my brows about right here. I don't like to go here because you get like, it gets really blocky. So I like to start here. I like to do like kind of like a line here, and then I'll start arching down. And then I do the same thing on top. I'll do kind of like a line here, and I'll start arching down to connect to the tip, the point, the end. And when I'm doing this, I don't draw a line. I do these like light strokes. I'm barely pressing down. You don't have to press down really hard, or you shouldn't have to press down really hard with the brow pencil. If you are, that thing is way too dry. And then when it comes to the front area here, again, I'm going like so light. And instead of going like this, I try to do more like upward-ish angled kind of strokes. Just very lightly. And then I'll use my spoolie and I like to blend it out. Now I'm gonna use this and I'm going to kind of define the hairs a little bit more, and I'm just kind of stroking them upwards, and I'm not gonna like mess with them. I'm gonna leave them kind of up because I feel like that way you can see the hairs more. And that's how I like to do my brows. You guys wanna know a funny little trick that I do to make sure my brows look even, or like even enough? I like to go like this. I like make mad faces at myself, and I like I kind of like see how it like curves. Like I like emote my face to like try to see if it looks like even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does allow me to see if there's anything that's really out of whack. I'm gonna use the Tartlette Toasted palette. This is in my project pan. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And let's get these creases out here. Please don't mind the leftover lash glue in my lashes. It is so difficult to remove lash glue. So I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna start on the outside and kind of do circle motions here. And then I'm gonna start bringing it in. Still kind of doing some like circle motions and back and forth. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's the very lightest shade in this palette, and I'm gonna use this to blend some of this out because it got a little darker than I anticipated. I want this to be pretty light of a look. So I'm just gonna like blend some of this in there, try to like tone it down a bit. I just kind of want it to look like a little bit of like a bronze look in my eye, if that makes sense. If you ever go too heavy on an eyeshadow, most of the time, I mean, it really depends on the color, but as long as it's not like super bright and colorful, if you go back into a shade that's lighter, it will help diffuse that and make it look not as harsh. I'm gonna go back into the first shade because I forgot to go under my lash line. I just like to run this underneath my lash line kind of easy and fast. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's Sunrise. This is like a satin kind of eyeshadow. It's not super matte. It's not a shimmery shadow at all. Just has a little bit of that like slight sheen. I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna put that on the main part of my lid to kind of just like brighten it up. This is getting harder to do because my nails are growing out so long. Do you see how long my nails are, you guys? It's like absolutely insane. I don't know if my nails have ever grown this long before. I've always had long nails, but like, wow. I'm like shocked that none of them have broke. Now I'm gonna take the brush. I'm not adding any product on it, and I'm just gonna kind of go over the edges a little bit here and see how it kind of like adds like a pop on the lid, but it's not like shiny or anything. That's what I want. I'm also gonna take that same shade on my brow bone here just a little bit. I think what I like about the Lancome one is that it is incredibly buildable. The Essence you can build up a little bit, but this one can build so much. Wishy thick. And if you look, I have a lot that I got on here from applying it, and I'm just gonna take the brush that I used for that transition shade. I'm just gonna go like this, and usually it just kicks a lot of that off. But you gotta wait for it to dry for a second. Don't do this when your lid is still wet. And then it looks much better. I'm not gonna lie, I love false lashes, and I think it would make this look really beautiful, but we're gonna leave it natural today. So lately, I have been loving using just a gloss, like no lip liner, no lipstick underneath, nothing, just something to kind of put on my lips, because I honestly have always been the kind of person that like enjoy a makeup look with like nothing on the lips. I know that's kind of weird, and a lot of times the lipstick just gets messed up because, you know, eating and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I do love a good lip sometimes, especially if it's like a bold red or something, but I've been really loving just putting like a gloss on. I've been using 2 different ones quite a bit. So I have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy, or I have the Kylie Gloss in Partner in Crime. The nice one about this Kylie one, this color is like a really nice nude and it has some pigment to it. It still kind of looks natural in a way. Whereas the Fenty one is a lot more clear. It has a little bit of a tint, but it's not anything like this one. Has a lot more pigment in it. I don't know what to do with my hair. Like, I cannot stop touching it and messing with it. Now the last thing we gotta do is add some more glowy mist, because more is more. I'm gonna get super close for you guys so you guys can see my skin really nice and close up. It's like evened out from the foundation, but it's not too much. Love it, love it. Okay, you guys, so that is how I do my makeup when I want a summery, natural, fresh, glowy makeup look. All the buzzwords. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, I always leave all the products I used in the description box below, so check them out down there. Also, don't forget to check out Mickey's channel. Thank you so much, Mickey, for suggesting this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.